a conservative lawmaker named Vitaly Milonov from the ruling party in Russia released a statement in response to the Apple CEO Tim Cook coming out as gay, and it's so insane that it's comedic. So he said, number one, Tim Cook should be banned from Russia. Not only that, all gay people should. Quote, "What could he bring us? The Ebola virus? AIDS? Gonorrhea? They all have unseemly ties over there. Prohibit their homosexuals entry forever." So prohibit, I guess, American gay people from entering Russia forever. And he just argued that gayness will bring Russia the Ebola virus. I'm going to bring this up later too, but I think we should start a new segment here on Secular Talk where we have scientists Skype in and then I read them the relevant portion of a given story like this one, and then we just look at their facial reaction. They don't need to say anything. They could have the thing muted, but just look at the facial reaction of the scientist or the doctor or the researcher when we describe how somebody just argued gayness leads to Ebola. We live on a planet where this guy exists. Like, this isn't fictional. This guy is real, and he has power. Now, I'm going to be the one that goes too far. I'm going to be the one that's an asshole. But when I read a story like this, you know what I think? Oh, we are amongst many people who are basically apes that look like humans. Like, the thought process, what fucking thoughts went through your mind when you decided not only to say this, not only to think this, but you wrote it and released it as if it was like a normal thing? Like, you wrote down some of the most embarrassing, factually incorrect shit I've ever seen in my life, and no doubt he thought, you know, I really nailed it in my op-ed the other day. Aren't I fantastic? The gay and the Ebola gonorrhea and stuff is bad. It's ban the gays forever. That's what I say. I don't know what else to attribute this to other than a culture which is viciously and brutally repressive of gay people, and a person who's stupid. A person who doesn't bother to ever fact check, to ever read anything. He's living up his own ass. And also, let's get serious here. The only time anybody ever writes something so vicious and vitriolic and hate-filled about gay people usually is because they have certain thoughts going on in their mind, if you know what I mean. And to be clear, it's not just me that's saying this. We've covered multiple studies on the show where if somebody is vehemently and strongly anti-gay, it's usually because they're repressing certain feelings in themselves. And they're mad because they look at gay people like they're exercising a freedom that they would like to exercise, but they won't allow themselves to exercise it. So they externalize an internal struggle, which is why they're like, they're always so pissed off about it, and they're always so, you could tell that there's like, it's personal to them. It's personal to them because it is personal to them. They have similar feelings. These ideas, it's so far behind, just like fundamentalist Christians, fundamentalist Muslims, like they're so far behind on basic ideas, basic common sense ideas. Like just the idea that gay people are just people who like people of the same sex. They're not hurting anybody. It's just different. That's all it is. And they should have the same rights under law. They should have equality. No, we have idiots who are like, that would be an outrage and we should ban them and their Ebola, AIDS, gonorrhea, something.